Hello, Dr. Massett here, and my latest gadget is a MIBAO security camera, Wi-Fi security camera. So let's see what's in the box. Okay, open it up. And as you can see, it's all laid out rather nicely. We have a plug, screws, so we can attach it to the wall, exterior wall. This is an interior and exterior camera. And then we have the camera itself here. It's quite large. And that connects to the plug with a USB connection. That there. And finally we have an aerial. Now, it might be me, but there is one glaring omission here. No instructions, so we're going to have to figure it out. Just using a box with a few symbols on it, a QR code, and nothing much else. Okay, we've got all the bits, so I'm going to assemble it now. First off, I'm going to take the aerial. This is dead simple. On the back here is a screw, and the aerial simply screws on like that until it's tight. It's got a bit of movement there as well. Secondly, we're going to take the plug. It's one of those collapsible ones like that. So you just literally lift up the top like that and plug in the USB from the back of the camera into the back of the plug. Like so. And simply plug it in. Now, here we go. The camera comes to life once it's been plugged in. As you can see, it's starting to rotate up and down in quite an interesting way. So at least something's working. Looks like it's having a little party of its own over on my desk, and it seems to have stopped. Now, the next thing you need to do, once you've done that, is get it connected to some software. Now, the easiest way to do this is to take the box, and as you can see, right here, there's a QR code. Now what you do is simply scan that QR code using your iPhone or Android phone or whatever, using a QR app. You can download one if you haven't got one, they're all over the place. Just type in QR app. And then once you've scanned this, it will take you to a link to the MIBAO app. And you can quite simply download that app. Now once you've downloaded the app, you'll have to create an account to be able to use it. Now you just use your email, type in a password, create a password, and you'll be asked to verify that in an email. So verify that, and then you can sign into the app so you can control the camera. Okay, so you've downloaded the app, and now you've signed in, and there'll be some intro screens which you've got to scroll through. Now, as part of those intro screens, you will be asked if you want cloud storage. Now, this is basically where you save the footage from the camera. It costs a certain fee per year or a certain fee per month, which I'm not particularly keen on because I've just forked out on the camera. But there is another alternative. You can use what's called an SD card, a memory card, in the camera, which will store all the footage directly to the card. Now, on the top of the camera here, you'll find two screws here. As you can see there, SD card. And what you need is a crosshead screwdriver to simply unscrew them like this. Okay, there we go. And we open that up. And there we go, there we have it. The SD slot is right here. Now, you can use SD cards up to 64 gig, but no more. Okay, So that's how you circumvent having to pay for cloud storage. Okay, so now I've come to test the camera. I've just set it up in my bedroom just to see if it works. To note, the camera does not operate from batteries, so when it's outside it will need to be connected to a main supply. Now here it is set up, and it will be video recording my bedroom, hopefully, if all works. Now what I'll be doing is I will take a screen recording of my iPhone so that you can see the app and the buttons I press to operate the camera. Now, as you could see from the last screenshot, the picture was actually very clear, high definition basically. So what I'm going to do now is test it and see what it's like with the lights out. It's supposedly got infrared capability. I want to check that that works, so let's give it a go by switching off the lights. I'll do another screenshot so that you can see how it performs, but already you can see the infrared lights have come on, and you'll be able to see how that performs when I open the app. Okay, a couple of final things to note about the camera. Firstly, when I was testing it last night, I had it on horizontally positioned, just like this, just to test basically the quality of the picture. But when you actually come to fit the camera, it has to be vertically like that. So the wire is coming out the bottom. Here, there's a gap there. Okay. That allows you to get the full range of motion, the 360, the 180 side to side, and so on. That's very important to note. And also, when you come to view your footage, what you need to do is open your app, and then you'll have a button called Activity on the bottom of the home screen. Now if you click on that button called Activity, you can then scroll along and look at all the day's footages that you've got there, and stop at the relevant points and view the relevant hours, days, minutes, etc. So yeah, all in all, a pretty impressive gadget. I'm very happy with it. All I've got to do now is climb 3 stories up and fit it. That should be interesting. Thanks for your time.